Hello, everybody. My name is Ochara, and this is Mega Games Tycoon 2, another episode of my Let's Play. We just started the holiday season last week, as you can see by the big jump in my handheld sales. A little jump for my stationary. Not sure why the handheld went up so much, but hey, I'll take it. We just started working on Infantry Battle 2. We got not one, but two diamond records finally. We have two games over 10 million. We got Space Invasion Defense, which is going to be off the market very soon, and we got Space Survival 5. Space Survival 5 will end up being first for now. Super Luchera Brothers 8 is still going. It'll pass Luchera Racing probably. Where's that one at? Right here, yeah. So it's towards the end of its life cycle as well. But games are selling well, consoles are selling well, everything's going pretty well. Y2K is about to hit. Hopefully the world doesn't end. Oh, spoiler alert, it didn't. All right. Research is working on a new case for handheld. I believe we also have a case for stationary. My console team doesn't really have anything to do right now. Secondary development team is doing Biplane Stanks 4. Main development team and the associated support rooms are working on Infantry Battle 2, which is. I'm trying to think. What genre is that? All right, well, we got some free graphics points. I'll take that. Is it bad that I don't even know off the top of my head? Third person shooter. Okay, it's a quadruple A game. It's a third person shooter. Yeah, man, those Luchera Mini. Ooh. I mean, don't get me wrong, Luchera Box Pro is moving 1.6 million a week, but yeah, this is a nice little comeback for the Luchera Mini. They are, I believe, at the moment, the third and fourth best-selling consoles of all time. Yep, and 1 and 2 are mine. So Luchera Box Pro is definitely going to pass Luchera System Pro. Luchera Mini's also going to do that. We'll see if I don't know if either one's going to catch the Pocket Pro. We'll see. But overall, my consoles have sold really well, which is good because this whole Let's Play was focused on consoles. All right, we have engine features, tech level 5, advanced AI level 1. All right, our support room is finally making a dent into this customer support queue. It's about time. All right, so what do we want to throw a 3 update at? Biplane Battle 8? How is Biplane Battle 8 selling, by the way? Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now, I know that's a good IP. It's, we got a license in there. It's the holiday season. It was a good game. It's quadruple A. But it's selling 500,000 a week. That's nutty. And I realize the first 4 weeks are always a bit heavier sales wise. But I mean, that's kind of blowing me away. How are my consoles doing for hype? 85. We could get that back up to 100. No more research. No more research. That is fine. And let's also hype up this other console. Box Pro, get that back to 100 hype. That helps sales a little bit. You can see the little boost in sales from week to week there. That is due to the extra hype we provided. I wonder how Infantry Battle 6 is going to, or Infantry Battle 2, how's it going to be? Holy crap, Space Invasion Defense. Best-selling game of all time for the moment. Space Survival 5. Actually, technically, Space Survival 5 has already passed it. But it was the first game to ever go over 10 million. So it always has that. Space Survival 5 cannot take that away from Space Invasion Defense. Apparently, people are into space games right now. But this number is pretty insane as well. 2.2, almost 2.3 million consoles of mine were sold. That is nutty. Like, that's insane. How's the development report looking? There's 70 to 90. Yeah, it's only my second third-person shooter. I'm pretty skeptical that we're going to be able to get over 90. So I'm hesitant to overhype it. Yeah. Okay, so they're polishing. They'll be polishing shortly. They're polishing. They're polishing. I don't know. We'll see. We can do the pre-release special marketing at least. Pre-release for the press. Put it in the hands of the press. Get some reviews out there. Good reviews, I hope. Still 70 to 90. Let's. I'm not going to overhype it. I'll give them the end of the week to polish. All right, Suspect 309, Smelter's Paradise, off the market. That moved 1 million of that console. That's pretty crazy. Consider this is an add-on, right? This is just an expansion to SAS Factorio 9. That's kind of crazy. A lot of crazy things happening. I feel like I'm overusing crazy right now. All right, so update old engine. Somebody suggested that I do an interactive movie. And, I say, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do an interactive movie. Be tech level 4. If you don't want to do tech level 5. And, I mean, I've been gone overboard basically because this console is going to be revised up to tech level 4 pretty soon next year. When that happens, we'll be making tech level 4 games. So I don't want to make a tech level 5 game now and then make a sequel for that game later at a lower tech level, right? So that's why that's happening. All right, so let's polish this until this is done. Then we'll put it out. RTS will be the trend for another 48 weeks. Okay, so that engine is up to date. So we can ship this out. Self-distribution. Yeah, still, it's crazy. It just goes to show how much sliders matter. 70 to 90, but I got a high score in literally every category. So I think this is actually going to be over 90, and I probably should overhype it. But, we'll go with that. I'm feeling pretty good, though, that it'll be over 90. And this is obviously like completely unsaturated genre, which is good. 89. So there we go. It was close. It was close. All right, so develop a game. So yeah, the reason why we're doing an interactive movie, it's at 68% popularity, which is decent, and it's completely unsaturated, right? Nobody's making those types of games, which is why we did third-person shooter. Third-person shooter was the same idea, right? Now, neither of those, I'm not particularly good at either of those. That's visual novel. Interactive movie is here. Oh yeah, Barbie 2. We'll go AAA for now. We may have to boost that up to quadruple A depending on how many what's the word I'm looking for? Features, depending on the features. Interactive movie engine, exclusive, because I'm not going to cut features, right? Everything looks good there. Oh, we got new anti-cheat. Renovu anti-cheat. And none of these sliders are right. So let's take a look at the letters from Barbie, the original. All right, they want more story. They want more depth. They want more beginner friendly. They want more casual, better level design, better mission design, too innocuous, too easy. All right, so we got to take 5 off. Is that right? Story, depth, beginner friendly, level design, mission design. Yep. All right, so which of these do I want to put down the extra point? Let's go character design and innovation. Sure. And these sliders, I'm not sure about. 10, 50, 30, 10. Graphics and sound, very important. I mean, it's literally an interactive movie, right? Obviously, graphics and sound are going to be important. So 3650. So technically, I can make this double A. I'm not going to make it double A. I'll leave it triple A, but I'm not going to make it quadruple A. That's just unnecessary. That's overkill, right? Big time. That would be big time overkill. All right, so let's, where are we at here? Get that up to 100 hype. And then from there, maybe we'll overhype it. Probably not, but you never know. It's possible. And of course, graphics. How many game reports do I have sitting here? Oh, only 2. Then I'm not going to worry about them just yet. And sound team, I do have concerns. This room's full. This room's, I can fit one more person in here. I'm worried that I'm going to want to expand these teams at some point. I don't really have any space, right? I could probably take out a production room. That's not going to create enough space, right? I'd have to like move multiple things around probably to do that. And I might. We'll see. At any rate. Yeah, Biplane Battle 8 is still selling extremely well. That's... I know I keep saying crazy and insane, but that's both crazy and insane. Like I'm saying those terms for a good reason. Amateur Battle 2, considering, I mean, I guess it makes sense because it's, it's completely unsaturated. All right, so let's get some demos over stuff here. Some of this stuff could go for. I haven't done demos in a really, really long time. Been slacking on the demos, big time. All right, there we go. We got some demos out. All right, so thinking biplane battle, another update for that, since it's looking like it's going to be the best selling game of all time by the time it's done at the pace it's going at. I mean, it's already at, it'll be at 500K at the end of this week. There, 500K. That's nuts. Oh, nuts. Nuts is another word for crazy and insane. I love the synonyms. Synonyms. Photo mode. I feel like that would be good for an interactive movie, right? Probably. Maybe, possibly. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not good. It's not green, but it fits. So we'll squeeze it in there. And we lost a bunch of graphics points, which sucks. Because graphics is very important, right? All right, so we're going to do the pre-release with press. I do not expect that we're going to overhype this. I'd be really surprised if this one ended up over 90, right? So we'll polish till the end of the week. Well, actually, you know what? We're probably going to have to polish longer because I don't know if I have engine ready for the next one. All right, so RTS is the trend for another 40 weeks. I do have an RTS out, right, by Planes and Tanks 4, which is also probably going to be over 10 million by the time it's done, by the looks of things. I could do another RTS, but that's going to cut into that sales. If I do an RTS, I'm pretty sure that the engine doesn't need to be updated. Right, I can just do it. I don't know what else is reasonably popular right now. What do I mean, Super Lucera Bros 8 is about to come off the market. I could make Super Lucera Bros 9. I could do another Breath of the Dragon. Right? One of my best IPs. RPGs are pretty saturated right now. Space Survival 5, that's got another, 10 weeks probably on the market? I mean, survival is really popular and not saturated. Ooh, maybe sports? Yeah, let's do a sports game. I haven't done a sports game in a while. I just talked myself into making a sports game. This engine probably needs to be updated. Probably not much. Oh, yeah, it does. Just one thing, just the sound. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking if it needs any updates, it wouldn't be many. All right, so we'll polish this until that's done, which should be pretty quick because it's just one thing, right? So we can finish development. I'm going to say like 86% review score here, probably. Somewhere in that ballpark, maybe 87. Or 89. Well, there you go. Shows what I know. I haven't been great at predicting review scores lately. All right, so sequel. Lucera Hockey or Lucera Baseball? Let's go Lucera Baseball. It's the much more popular of the two. AAA for sure. It may end up being quadruple A. Time will tell. Where's that ball engine? Right there. Beautiful. Everything looks good. Turn on everything. 4450, so definitely not going to make it quadruple A. And let's market this. This game's going to be over 90. I have faith. So yeah, let's get that to 100 hype. Do we have any research to do? No. Any commission work or anything here? No. We're just waiting for the Tech Level 4 handheld screen to come through, right? And that'll give them something to research, and then they can revise that console. Until that happens, though, both those teams are going to be pretty inactive, unfortunately. It is what it is. Now, you could make the argument that I could hire. I mean, it's too late now because I don't want to fire a bunch of people. Considering these rooms are basically the same size, you could make the argument that I could have one team do both jobs. So you would have 20 researchers, 20 technicians. You try to have a bunch of them be all rounders so they can get pretty good at both. And so you'd have them in the research room when you need research. And then when you need to have console stuff, you'd move them over to the console room. Trooper Wheelchair Bros 8 off the market. Hey, 8.2 million is pretty good. Moved 1.8 million consoles. I mean, it doesn't look great because of all the ones that are hitting that 10 million mark lately, but that's still good. All right, so we got a new Tech Level 5 CPU, and we got support for external hard drives. All right, so market research. What's the next trend going to be? What do we think it's going to be, I should say? Obviously, we don't know. Biplane Battle 8 is still moving an insane amount of units. No, I'm hearing it. I say insane, crazy, nuts, whatever. Way too much. I gotta stop using those words. All right, we lost a bunch of sound points. That's not gonna help us any. What do we think the next trend is gonna be? Oh, we think it's gonna be RTS again? Apparently, yeah. With role-playing being the anti-trend. 41% of players have access to the internet. I feel like in 2000 that should be higher. Oh, hey, both of my consoles are in the in-demand section. That's always good. I think that's the first time I've seen both of my consoles there, honestly. I don't know, it might have happened before, but it's looking pretty promising. All right, so let's just throw another update at Infantry Battle. Yeah, Biplane Battle 8's almost over. 10 million mark already. I almost said it. I almost said it again. Man, I gotta stop using those words as a crutch. Let me know, honestly, in the comments. Do I use those words too much? Have you noticed that? Because I feel like if I'm noticing it, probably you're noticing it, right? All right, so let's do pre-release for the press. Let's create overhype. All right, overhype did not work. Let's give it till the end of the week at least here. Get some polishing in. So they think RPG is going to be the anti-trend next. I can get it out now. 8 weeks would be 24. Yeah, you know, I don't think I want to do an RPG. I know they've been good to me this run, but so what do I want to do then? Another RTS, another survival. Space Survival 5 is going to be off the market. Oh yeah, Space Survival 6. Which means this engine probably doesn't have to be updated. Probably. It might. Let's check. And I know there's Tech Level 5 stuff. Yeah, we do have to update it. There is better sound. So we will, that should be quick. It's one thing. It's done. Let's get that out of the way. Finished development. This should be a 95 or better. I would say. I'm hoping anyway. Yeah, that's pretty unsaturated. That's good. Yeah, 96. Yep. We're happy with that. All right, sequel. Space Survival 6. Right at the top of the list. Look at that. AAA for now. May end up being quad. Exclusive. Where's that survival engine? Way down near the bottom. Chairbox Pro. Everything looks pretty locked in. Now everything looks locked in. 51 to 50. All right, we're going to make this quad. We're going to make this quad A. 4 of them there A's. A. Away we go. Yeah, that man. When's the next holiday season? Stupid summer slump. Holiday season was really good to me though. This run or this year, this episode. But I'm pretty happy with the sales. My games finally crested that 10 million mark, a couple times. right? Biplanes. Oh, so Biplanes and Tanks 4 is about to go over. Actually, by quite a bit. And of course, Biplane Battle 8 is going to go way over. It's going to be first by the time it's done. Yeah, it's just, I was stuck just under 10 million for so long. Feels good to go over it like 4 times, right? Feels darn good. All right, large booth. Let's go. What needs hype here? Biplanes and Tanks 4. Fantasy Quest 7. Satisfactorial Puzzle. Both consoles. Looks good. All right, let's commission work. Yeah, let's bang through this commission work. Should be super fast. Yeah, that was super fast. All right, patch for Wheelchair Baseball. Customer support queue is continuing to go down, which is the right direction. All right. Anything else need a demo? That hasn't had one. Fantasy Quester. They're too fast now, right? So I'm kind of looking for projects for them. How's Loot Flight Sim selling? It's selling okay. Not every game is going to be a hit, right? And that's fine. Not every game needs to be a hit. I mean, I'd love it if they were. But I have hit some genres, right, that are like third-person shooter, interactive movie, even sports, right? These are not genres that I'm great at, right? Well, sports, I guess I'm pretty good at. I've made quite a few sports games. Made like 10 sports games at this point. Space Survival 6 gets some extra gameplay points. I will not turn down extra gameplay points. Graphics, I have room for people there, but do I really have anything for them to do? Share Baseball, those are pretty strong sales, so let's update that again. I believe new copy protection just came through. So let's buy it. There needs to be a button to buy and equip, right? So I buy it, but then you have to go and put it on. I feel like it should just be automatic when you buy new copy protection, or like it's an option, or there's a checkbox. I don't know. It's annoying. It's not the end of the world. It's not a big deal. But yeah. Anyway. How's my storeroom doing? My storeroom is doing great. All right. Biplane Battle still selling pretty strong. It's over the 10 million mark. We'll throw one more update at that. Probably the last one there. All right. So where are you at? Space Survival 6. Overhype. Space Survival, yes. It's off the market. Continue development. Get the pre-release for the press through here as well. Overhype went through. Give it another half week here of polishing, and then we will release into the wild. Or wait, do I have my plan for my next game yet? Do I have to update an engine? Probably should have checked that. Oh well. Racing is the anti-trend, so we don't want to do racing. Platformer, not particularly popular and extremely saturated. Same with adventure. We don't really want to do those. Be like, yeah, you know what? Let's do another RTS. It'll have to be a different IP. Like, it's too early for Biplanes and Tanks 5. Right? It's too early. So that engine, if it's not up to date, it might need sound. But I think it's up to date. I don't think it even needs sound. Correct. All right, so we are not waiting for that. So let's release. Release into the wild. It should be good. And more importantly, it should sell really good. Right? Because the last one sold really good. It's a good IP, and it's completely unsaturated. Plus, it's a 98% review score, which is the best one this episode. I have had some 99s, and I had that one 100. All right, so I could do Wizard Wars 2. 0 IP value. 0. so I could spin. Oh man, I haven't made a fighting game in a long time. Um, so the question is, I could spin something off, but I mean this IP is already a spin off. You know what? Let's just do Wizard Wars 2. Screw it. Even though it has no IP value. Let's see if we can get a license for this. We do not have a license that's good at RTSs. Is there one out there? There is not. Okay. I guess we're going without a license. AAA for sure. Possibly, probably quadruple A. Because I think, was Biplane Tank Spore my first quadruple A? No. Biplane Battle was my first quadruple A, right? Yeah. So we'll leave it AAA for now. May end up having to go up quadruple A. We'll see. We're not going to quad unless we have to, right? All right, everything looks good. Locked in. Locked in now. They hit that button. These are wrong, though. Isn't it supposed to be, I want to say 30, 30, 10, 30? That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah, 30, 30, 10, 30. Hey, I remembered that. I am proud of myself. And, 49.50. All right, so we'll leave this AAA. Because if one thing comes through, during development, we can add it, right? Which is good. Yeah, 0 IP value. Basically, it would have been 0.3 at one point, which is generally what you get from the first game. But it's been so long that it degraded back down to 0, which is fine. But hey, we get 40 free hype. And it'll still sell fine. Especially if RTS does remain the trend, as my marketing team predicted. All right, so we got no research to do. Console teams twiddling their thumbs. We can do a day 1 patch for Space Survival 6. And I just realized it's been 27 minutes. So that's all, folks. It's been a crazy episode, but I enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Most importantly, be good to each other. Have a crazy day. And I'll see you in the next one.